Welcome to our daily countdown on Sport Africa. Of course, it is 28 days to the kickoff of the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire. I hope you are gradually getting into the mood, because here on the show, of course, we've been in the mood even long before now. And for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, that is where we will be going today. And we heard that a few days ago, Coach Osimhen has submitted his 55-man provisional list to the NFF, and of course we expect that the NFF must have transmitted it to the Confederation of African Football. So today we'll be talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. A lot to say about the Super Eagles. They've not won the tournament in 10 years. The last time they won was in 2013 in South Africa. James Agberebi and Kado Gundare, they are here, and of course we will be taking you through this journey once again, and the focus will be Victor Osimhen. James, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you, Femi.
Kayode, thank you for joining us via the phone.
Thank you very much, Femi.
All right, okay. Of course, remember that Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen won the CAF 2023 Player of the Year last Monday in Marrakesh, Morocco, and it's been, a lot of reactions back in Nigeria. And this particular one, Sam Soje, former defender of the Super Eagles, has said that it is going to serve as motivation to the Super Eagles going into the AFCON, though there is someone else who has actually disagreed with that. But of course, we talk first about Sam Soje, because he said at least it will motivate the players, because his teammates will feel that they have the best player on the continent on their side. Kayode, do you agree with that? How do you think the Super Eagles of Nigeria, the players, will be taking either positives or the negative from the fact that they have the best player on the continent on their side going into the AFCON? Remember that they have a lot of baggages with them already. The 2026 World Cup qualifier, Nigeria, they've not begun in the best possible way. About all of that, what's your reaction?
Yeah, Femi, I think it's a two-way sword. It could cut either way. Bring on additional pressure on the team and on himself to prove that he actually deserved to be African Footballer of the Year. Or secondly, it could motivate him, because he needs to show that Imagine African Footballer of the Year was not a fluke. So that's what we have to wait and see. But it's going to be very the thing from where I see it, Femi, is that you cannot predict the Super Eagles that will show up per game every time. If they play to their abilities, Femi, I say that the Nigerians are one of the most attack-minded teams on the continent. How do they translate this on the field on the field of play is what we have to wait and see. But if you're going to give marks for talent and ability, you would have to say the Nigerians should already be in the quarterfinals even before they play a game. Nigeria now know that these things are not just words of mouth. You have to actually go out there on the field to show, on the pitch, to show that you deserve all of the hype. But Femi, experience has taught me especially not to get hyper about the Super Eagles. So what I do is I take them a game at a time. Whatever they do per game is what I use to evaluate them.
Okay, all right. Kayode, please still hold the line. Of course, we'll be getting back to you. James, like we said, Sam Soje said Osimhen winning the CAF Player of the Year is going to motivate himself and the team. But if I with this, of course, another former Super Eagles defender said he's going to pile pressure on Osimhen. And when he piles pressure on him, he said coaches and opponents, it was going to be their primary target. And when that happens, you know what happens naturally, hard marking and all that. He said if Osimhen is marked out of games, now it will now be left to the Super Eagles handlers to be able to strategize how to get goals. Now do you agree with that? That Osimhen winning the AFCON will pile pressure on him, and of course the team as well?
Yes, Ude is somebody who has played in at the AFCON, and he knows what he's saying. Two AFCON player. He was at 2002 and 2004. So he's experienced enough to know what it entails. Osimhen, all eyes will be on him, no doubt. When George Weah won
it's no brainer.
Yes, when George Weah won the Ballon d'Or, the FIFA World Player of the Year, and the CAF Award in 1995. In 1996, Liberia, Liberia, they are not one of the big teams when it comes to. But all eyes, I don't think they even got out of the group stage. That's why the fact that they had the reigning world footballer.
But we can't compare the talent in the
Yes,
Super
I
Eagles with
understand,
Liberia of
yes,
that time. Yeah.
but when you have the FIFA World Player, the reigning FIFA World Player of the Year, you think with his presence, that should be enough to, but it just, So for me, it's going to be a big task for Mr. Osimhen now. So that's why I now expect these players to now up their game, because Osimhen have shown that with hard work, determination, and can get you through. But with the Super Eagles that I've been seeing of late, I don't know, they don't really have it unless they're going to shock us at the next AFCON. They don't really have it. When you take out Osimhen from that team, how can you point out a particular player who gives 150%? Okay. So for me, it's going to be a big problem because, Osimhen will always give his best. He's ready to run. That's why sometimes he picks up these niggling injuries. But how many of these players are ready to sacrifice themselves? So like I said, it's going to be a miracle for me. I'll be shocked if I see players running up and down, trying to, give their all. Because these guys, these present players that we are looking at, they hardly give 70% when they play for the Super Eagles. So it's going to be a marked man, no doubt. And,
okay.
This is where I expect the coach to come up with something different. It's going to be the arrowhead, but this is where coaches now hand their pay. This is when they come up with different strategies to surprise the opponent.
You actually took that out of my mouth. I was going to throw that question to Kayode. Kayode, James has talked about the attitude, that the attitude of the players, of the Super Eagles players, has to change in the case of Warriors, because naturally Osimhen will be the focus for every team and every coach. Now, but Kayode, let's look at it. There is so much question hanging on his head regarding competence, tactical and no technical know-how, being the coach of the Super Eagles. Do you think he would be able to do what you just said, in the sense that when Osimhen has been marked out, find the other alternatives to get goals? Because we've seen that the Super Eagles struggle to score goals, and the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier they've played so far without Osimhen.
The sensible thing is to expect that from Pesero, that he would find other alternatives. And to be honest, there are some countries that will be coming to the AFCON who have players that are not of equal challenge with the rest of the Nigerian strikers. I mean, if you have Victor Boniface, for example, in your team, that is a player and more. There are not many teams that could be proud of having a player of Victor Boniface's talent, but never expect anything from these Nigerians, Femi. It is when you expect them to talk that they do not. I am not, I advise everybody, all these fans of the Super Eagles, to make sure that they go watch this game with zero expectations. So whatever they get, it will be a bonus. If they don't, then they will not be disappointed. I know for a fact that the early days of with the Super Eagles, there was immense discipline in the team, and it showed in the results they got in 2016, 2017, towards the end of 2018, when for me, my estimation, the team stopped growing. If the Super Eagles are going to show discipline and dedication, it has to come from the leadership of the federation and the manager himself.
All right, okay, of course. Just recently, a former Super Eagles player, Garba Laura, was talking about the attitude of the players, and I think James and Kayode, they've actually hammered on that. That the Super Eagles of Nigeria, they have to change their attitude. But Kayode, where you got me cracking was where you said that fans of the Super Eagles should have zero expectations when the AFCON kicks off. Well, I know a lot of people wouldn't want it because, of course, remember the Super Eagles, they've kicked off the mantra, let's do it again.
Yeah, exactly.
They want to win the AFCON again, but it wouldn't be just by words of mouth. James, thank you for coming on Daily Countdown today.
Always a pleasure.
Kayode, we appreciate you for joining us via the line. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you very much.
And to our fans around the world, please tell someone to subscribe to our channel. This journey has just begun. Of course, it's just 2 days countdown that's gone by. We still have a whole lot to go. And as we approach the kickoff of course, the countdown, it is going to be more intense because, of course, by then we expect that some players must have arrived and there will be lots of us to chew on the show. Thank you for joining us once again today. I remain Ashalolu FM. We will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will be going to Ghana, hopefully, when we talk about the preparation of the Black Stars. Bye for now.